Hey, freak.
Who are you?
Elliot. Dude, I'm you.
You're me.
What's up?
I don't have a gap in my teeth.
Yeah, wear your retainer. Left boob, 1 cup smaller than the right.
I'm actually kind of hot for being middle-aged.
I'm 39 years old. That's not middle-aged.
No, that is middle-aged.
That is a look at the film My Old Ass, which follows free-spirited 18-year-old Elliot as she gets advice from her wisecracking 39-year-old future self.
When older Elliot starts to give her younger version warnings of what's to come, she's forced to rethink everything about her life. And joining us now are actor Maisey Stella and director Megan Park. Congrats. This is great. It's all the feels all at once. And yes, it's funny, but it's poignant. It's thoughtful. It's relatable. And then there's also this kind of reverse coming out story, which is kind of cool and interesting. Where did you get the idea for this?
This all happened to me. No, I'm just kidding. No, I was home in Canada during the pandemic, and I was staying in my childhood bedroom, and I just had my first daughter, and I think I was feeling really nostalgic, and it was such a beautiful place, and I was like, why was I in such a hurry to leave here? And just kind of feeling those sort of feelings, more relatable to Aubrey's character. We're close in age in the movie, but I wanted this to get into this idea of what would you tell your younger self? What would you not? How would that change everything? I think it's such a universal fantasy.
Sure.
And the mushrooms and the kind of fun entry point into it came later in the writing process, but it's just a nostalgic feel.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned Aubrey. Maisey, wondering between working alongside Aubrey Plaza as your older self, filming here in Canada in beautiful Muskoka, performing a Justin Bieber song, which you killed, by the way. So good. What was the best part of this experience for you?
Oh the best part? I don't know. I mean, it was my first movie, and I think that alone, I am very aware of how lucky and how insane it is that this was the first thing I've gotten to do, and being in a movie with Aubrey would have been the crazy, but playing the same character as her, it was just, it's the coolest thing I'll ever do. I will look back on this forever and be like, I can't believe I got to do that. But yeah, I mean, filming in Muskoka too the location played such a huge part in our experience. Yeah. I think it made it so standalone and so stand out, and it'll just forever be such a perfect and special time to me.
Yeah, it's one of those instances where the setting does become a crucial part of it all. Yeah. Seeing Maisey and Aubrey working together and so in sync, were you blown away by that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was tricky though, because we only had 2 days of prep with them together. Aubrey was being sent some dailies of Maisey, footage of her as we were filming the movie to kind of study it, but we didn't want it to be this mimicky weird thing. We just wanted to build chemistry. And I think the best actors, that's their greatest skill in a lot of ways, is building chemistry really quickly with another actor. And they're both just so genius. So they kind of just spent the weekend hanging out and talking about Elliot and just getting to know each other. And they both have, very similar chemistry. And so they were able to just really build upon that quickly.
Was it immediate with her?
Yeah, it was. I mean, Aubrey was so open and was so good to me from the very beginning. I was just immediately met with warmth, and I mean, when you only have such a limited amount of time, you just kind of dive right in. And our first scene, we're in a tent, kissing and doing weird stuff. So it's
Don't give it away.
Oh, sorry.
That's a good teaser.
But it's we weren't kissing. It was a kiss. That's a stretch. But no, it's just we kind of, you just kind of ripped off the Band-Aid and playing the same person too. It was so fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Megan, you mentioned a moment ago that the film was kind of based on a universal question a lot of us ask ourselves, what would we tell our younger self? But in this film, it's also about what you would tell your older self. Mm-hmm. So wondering maybe to you both, if you could talk to your older self, what would you ask her say?
We've decided we're rejecting this idea.
We don't want it. I don't think I want it. I would go back.
Yeah.
I would hang with my kid self.
Yeah.
And I would take advice from her more than my older self. My mom, I literally am my mom, and I'm so good with that. I'm obsessed with my mom. She's perfect. I will literally turn into her, and yeah, I have a lot of comfort in knowing that.
Yeah, we want to go back, not forward.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we go back for a second, because we saw you on the red carpet with Margot, Robbie, and all the producers. How involved did Margot get in this project?
Very involved. Margot is super hands-on with all of her projects. She was really involved from the development process to she was up in Muskoka with us making the movie and every step of the post-production and with us on the red carpet. Yeah, you know, even beautiful and pregnant. So it's been really lovely. Everyone at their company is fantastic, and we got Margot. There she is.
What's going on here?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so she is doing our DP's makeup on the way to dinner. We were both to dinner, which is true Margot fashion. That's how hands-on she is. She was also like cleaning my bunkie for me during the day, bringing me banana bread. She's the real deal.
All right, well, My Old Ass is available. We do. We all do. I think maybe the best title for a film all year long.
Thank you.
It's available in select theaters in Toronto starting September 20th, available everywhere September 27th. Good to see you both, and congratulations.